All right, so I'm going to make a little movie. Hope it's not too random, but the idea is to cover the points we were talking about in class. So I'm going to go a little quick because you can watch it again. All right, so let's get this guy out of here. What I'm using is called the teaching table, and I have set an option up here at options on teaching options, which allows me as the host to show all the hands to myself. And I've chosen not to do that. So when I'm playing against 3 robots, I'm playing blind. I've got 15 points. Right? 7 and 8, 15. I open 1 no trump and get left there. It's counter tricks. Count winners at no trump. Okay, and as we talk about in a couple weeks, we count losers. And then we work with winners too when we're playing a suit contract. But we always count losers in a suit contract. We always count winners in a no trump contract. Here I have, and when I say winner, I'm talking about top tricks, things that you don't have to develop, things that are sitting right there. So we have 2 diamonds, ace king, right? 2 clubs, ace king, and we have the ace of hearts. And I need 2 more tricks someplace. What I want to do on this hand is I want to promote the jack 10 9. I want to use that sequence along with my king to get a good result. Obviously, I can't lead the king of spades because it would lose the ace, and I can't. And would lose the ace, and the queen would have been promoted, so they would get 2 spade tricks. So obviously, I can't play it from that hand. The same thing would happen if I led the 6 of spades. If I underled it, right? Then the queen could win, and the ace could win. Right? So again, 2 tricks lost. I'm trying to do just the opposite. So what we have to do is we have to start from the hand leading up to the honors. I lead the jack and let it ride. Right? If he'd covered with a queen, I would play the king, and if it lost to the ace, we'd be really happy, right? 10-9 promoted right away. Here, though, I'll just let it run. The ace wins. So where's the queen? If the queen is in east and protected, we're out of luck. Right? We're playing for the honors to be split between the 2 suits, 2 hands, which happens a lot. Right? More likely to be split than not split, especially if you haven't seen anything bidding-wise to indicate that it might be. So here we win, right? We're going to win all. They win their ace, right? But the 9 wins the trick. And this happened solely because of the way that I played the cards, right? Which ended up leaving an honor in West's hand. Now sometimes you're not so lucky. Sometimes you're not so lucky, but you got to give yourself a chance to get lucky. Right? You will never do that by leading the high cards. You lead the low cards up to the high cards. Look at another one. Still in north, 7, 8, and 7 is 15. Another 1 no trump opener. Oh, I get doubled. Okay. Doubled by the robot, by the way. That's usually penalty these days. Yep, penalty, 16 points. So count our tricks. Got the ace of spades is 1. 2 hearts is 3. Got no club tricks. Got 4, 5 with king of diamonds. And a chance of getting a diamond trick, another diamond trick, at least 1 more diamond trick there. So I think that what we're going to need to do is work on getting 3 diamond tricks, the 4 and 5 with ace and king of hearts, 6 with the ace of spades, and then I want to get another trick in the spade suit. Okay, notice I have the ace, queen, 10. These are promising honors if I play them right. If I play the ace of spades first and then play the queen of spades, it's going to lose to the king. You know it well. If you then play the 10 of spades, you know it's going to lead to the jack. So clearly, I cannot be playing the honors from the top. I need to lead at the honors. See how many club tricks we lose here. Right? It's 5, 3, so they have 8 of them. The best scenario would be that they are 4, 4. Because then they would only get 4 club tricks. I'm going to have to pitch a card. I think from each hand, I think we'll do hearts. We'll get the ace, king, hearts, and not worry about them. Ooh. And I think we can pitch a spade. I'm kind of curious. I think the diamonds have some promise. So, okay, so here it is. We didn't lead at the ace, queen, 10. Right? In the best case scenario, we're going to be, there's a very good lead on their part. We need 2 tricks, right? So what we want to do here is simply cover. And we win. All right, interesting. So where do you think the king and jack are? We're in east hand, right? So now, knowing that, we're not even going to need to worry about diamonds anymore. See if, keep our eyes on the diamonds as we go through this. There's an extra trick possible in diamonds here. But we know this, that because East led first and led from the king jack of spades, apparently, they gave us an advantage, right? In that we're playing, the ace queen 10 are playing after the hand that holds the king and the jack. They basically committed suicide there. Terrible lead by the robot. What I would have done had he led something else is I would have led the suit myself from my hand, right, hoping to catch the king jack in east, or at least one of them, so that I could get 2 spade tricks, because that's what I needed to make 7. But this very bad play by East has resulted in what we call an end play. Remember, I had the ace king of diamonds. Let's see if well, it's not really quite an end play. So what we can do though here is lead up. There's the jack. I may have the king, the queen, but now he has to lead back to us. He's out of the spades and he's out of the clubs, right? And we've managed to also promote our 9 of diamonds. So spectacular bad defense here, but I think I would get them all anyways. Right? But I would have played. Let's look at them. Pull them up again so you can see them. Notice if I take the robot out of this, we can see all the cards. Right? See, I flipped hands here. I was playing the north hand, but see how when East led the ace of spades, right? He was basically playing away from the king jack, giving away tricks. He was giving away tricks. But I would have, if he'd led something else, what I would have done was led from my hand, the north hand, right, up to that ace queen 10 with the same results. Is that as long as the ace queen 10 are playing after the hand with the king jack, then the ace queen are going to take tricks. Or in this case, the ace queen 10 are going to take tricks. And so leading at your honors, leading at the honors. Let me see. Get out of the seat so that we can be blind again. Oops. Oh, no, he's going to want to play it. Let me get in that seat. And we will take out this Obi sugar. Okay, there. So flip around. Now I'm in 1 no trump again. And we got a similar situation with the spade suit, right? Notice we got the ace, jack 10, and our question is, well, how many tricks can we get out of that? We know we're going to get 1. But if we play the ace of spades, and then play the jack, it's going to lose, and then play the 10, it's going to lose. So how would we go about getting 2 tricks out of that? Let's count our tricks. We need to make 1 no trump. We have the ace, king of diamonds. We have the king of clubs. That's not a trick yet. We have the ace, king of hearts, and the ace of spades. So we have 5 tricks. 2 hearts, 2 diamonds, 1 spade. 2, 3, 4, 5. The question is, can we get 2 tricks in spades? We have a backup plan too to get 1 trick. Right? If the ace of clubs is in west, we can lead at the king of clubs, and that will win. But that only gets us 1 trick. So what we need to do is play on the spades. Notice I took that with the ace of diamonds from the hidden hand. Now, it's just good declare play to play the higher of touching honors when you are winning as a declarer, because they can't see your hand. They have no idea who has the king right now. So, and hopefully East will think that West has it, and that West will think East has it. So they're not going to worry about continuing a diamond lead here. Okay. Main thing, leading at those honors, right? The ace, jack, 10. What we're looking for is a situation here where the king is in one hand and the queen is in the other. Right? So what we can do is this double finesse. Try the 10 of spades. It loses to the queen. Oh well. We're still fine. We can still get 2 tricks if king has the east. King is in the east. If king is in the west, you didn't lose anything. This was not a gamble. There's no gambling involved here. If the king and queen were both in west, then it's just not in the cards. You can't get 2 spade tricks. So you never had anything to lose. Right? A gamble means you risk something. You didn't risk anything taking this finesse. It's the only way to make 2 tricks. I lead back to my heart. And now we lead up to the ace-jack. And what we're hoping here is that the queen, or the elder honor, I don't remember which one was played now, is in east. And when it isn't, when it is in east, right, now we get the ace of spades. So what we did is, in that situation, we had ace, jack, 10 in south, and we had enough spades in north. We just led at the big ones, leading at the big cards again. Right? It's the key to playing these cards in the right way. And what you're playing for, when there's these 50-50 chances and where a card is, what you're playing for is you just need to put yourself in the place where you can be lucky. Right? If you played the ace first, you will never get lucky and get 2, period. You'll only get lucky by playing the cards in the right direction. Okay, now I get to be south. Whoops. Oh, shoot. That's the old, and it just went, yeah. And we got king of diamonds, and he makes. Good for him. Yeah. Put the right hand on the table there. Okay. This hand, I'm going to open 1 no trump, right? I've got 9 and 8, 17, so I got a strong hand this time, but it's still 1 no trump. And I have to play it again. Let's counter tricks. All right, we have 1 stopper in clubs, the ace of clubs, and we have the ace king of diamonds, that's 3, and we have the ace king queen of hearts, that's 6. So where can we get extra tricks? Right. Well, clearly we have a finesse opportunity in diamonds, but there's something you might want to do before you get to that. Right, the diamond finesse is always there. Right, if things don't go well otherwise. But notice we're losing this club stopper fairly quickly. Might not even be a good idea to duck that, because they can switch to spades at some point, and they're going to get tricks there too. I probably screwed this up already. Come on, club. Thank you. At least that didn't happen. Oh, clubs were 4, 3, 3, 3. So there's only 1 club trick out there, but they do have spades coming to them. So we're a little worried about getting our tricks. We've taken 1 trick. We can take the ace king queen of hearts. That's 4. Take the ace king of diamonds for 6. Notice if we take the finesse and it loses here, then we're going to be in trouble. All right, because somebody might even have a 5-card spade suit for all we know. But we're going to lose the ace king, queen, jack of spades. They're all out there to take tricks. So what I'm going to suggest is, especially if you've been working on your counting game like I suggested, right, you will recognize that we have 4, 3 in hearts. 4, 3 in hearts, that means they have 6. Right? So you can break 4, 3, 3, 3. They can break 4, 4, 3 in the dummy, 2. So if they're breaking 4, 2 against us, right, then we're kind of out of luck, because we only have the 2 hearts left. We play the ace, the king, the queen, and if one hand shows out on the 3rd trick, then we're 1 trick short. At that point, we might choose to take the diamond finesse to try to get the extra trick. But this isn't really. This is just another situation. If they're breaking 3, 3, that doesn't look very good. They're breaking 3, 3. then the 2 of hearts is actually growing up into a trick, right? We're turning the lowest ranking card in the suit, and they are 3-3. They followed 3 times. So we know the 2 is good. We broke 4-3-3-3. Right? So there's 5. Get the diamond for 6. And then with no other clues, you're going to want to make a contract. Take the king of diamonds. Let's see where the queen was. Well, queen was going to lose, so you had to take the ace king to make your 7. Now they finally switch over to clubs. I mean to spades. So that makes. Right? So what we did there was we developed a trick. We developed a linked trick. Taking advantage of the fact that we had more cards in the suit than they did. We had 4-3, right? Which means if the opponent's cards are split 3-3, with the result we have a 4-3-3-3 split, that means that the 4th trick in our hand is always going to be good, right? You need to think of the suits in terms of 13 cards, right? And you need to think in terms of distribution. That's why I want you playing the counting game on a regular basis, because you don't really want to be adding at the table. And if I swear to God, if you just play that game every day for 5 minutes for the next month, you will know all these distributions and you will see them in patterns. You'll see 4-3 and you'll automatically be thinking, okay, so 4-3 us, they could be 4-2, they could be 3-3, they could be 5-1, right? And you're going to be thinking of it in these patterns. So work on the game. Just do it. Anybody can play it. It's not a bridge game. Right? If you have an 8-year-old in the house, give them the game and they will be doing these patterns. They'll start recognizing patterns in an hour and will kill you at it forever. If you're older like I am, you got to work harder at crunching these patterns into your head. Crunching is a technical term. It's when you take synapses and make them work, develop them so that they kind of plug right in. So you come up to the situation, crunch comes in, and you go, oh yeah, 5-3-3-2. Anyways, so to progress. Let's try this one. Um, 8, 12, 14, 15. My good luck continues, and I can bid one no trump. And I get passed up. Okay. Counter high card tricks. Got ace of spades, ace king of hearts, 3 clubs for 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I mean one no trump, so all I need is one more trick. Right? Where can we get it? Well, first of all, because we like to develop tricks, notice that diamonds are 4-3. Missing only ace, king, queen. It seems like there's some potential there. But our problem is that we only have one stopper in spades. Right? As soon as we lose control of the spade suit, right, it's going to be awfully hard to develop a suit where you have to lose to the ace, king, queen first before you get started. Much better for finding one trick is the club suit. Again, we're 4-3. Now notice in the last hand I had the ace, king, queen of hearts, but it doesn't matter where these honors are located as long as we have them. Right? So we have ace, queen in my hand, the king in the dummy. On the first 3 club plays, if they followed it, all 3 of them, we've got an extra trick, right, in the 3 of clubs. Or the 7 of clubs, depending on how you play it. I'm going to follow the rule of 7, right, which means you take the number of cards you have in the suit and subtract from 7, and that's how many times you want to hold up. So I'm going to duck 1 time. Notice they could switch to diamonds here, which might cause me a problem, or maybe it'll help, I don't know. They switched to hearts, though. So that's fine. Not going to duck in hearts. Time to get working. Ace of clubs. They followed 1 time. They followed again. Right? So we know they're at least 4-2. 4-2 doesn't help us. We need them to be 3-3. And they are. Right? So you just counted that suit. There are 13 cards in the suit, but you didn't count to 13. You counted to 3. So it's not that hard to count once you start thinking in distributions. And anyways, what happened was the 7 of clubs grew up to be a big card. Right now I got 5 there. I have the king of hearts, and I have the ace of spades. So what we did is we developed a linked trick. Let's try another one. So I got 8 and 7, 15. One no trump again, no doubt to get passed out. Yep. Interesting. Okay, so notice the big suit we have. We have 9 cards in the spade suit. That means they have 4. They could be split 4-0, in which case someone would have the ace, king, queen, jack. Or they could be split 3-1. Or they could be split 2-2. So we have the ace of hearts and the king of hearts, 2 tricks. Ace, king of clubs, 2 tricks. Ace, king of diamonds, 2 tricks. So 6 tricks altogether right there. Where are we going to get another trick? Well, notice you can't get linked tricks in diamonds, clubs, or hearts because they have more cards in those suits than we do. Right? We only have 6 in the minor suits, in each minor suit, which means the 4th trick is always going to go to either east or west because one of them has more cards in that suit than we do. So we're not getting tricks from those 3 suits. The only way we can get one more trick is in spades. Does that seem silly? I mean, we are missing ace, king, queen, jack. But that's if they break 4-0. I think if they break 3-1, we're just fine. Well, we're going to have a... Oh, thank you. Thank you, defender. That was brilliant. They broke, but anyways, 2 leads of spades, and they both broke, right? They both followed. So they were 2-2, and we had 9 of them. They had 4 of them, and therefore broke 2-2. I really want you thinking about these distributions because it's just, it's the way you're going to be a better player, and it's harder to learn it later. Right now, if you play that pattern recognition game and you get these distributions in your head, back in your skull, working all by themselves, you're going to be fine. So anyways, I took a lot of spade tricks, right? They went 2-2. I had 5 of them, which meant I got 3 spade tricks. Right? I still have the ace, king of clubs and the ace, king of diamonds for 4 more, which means I made 3 no trump. And my robot friend here didn't bid it. Thank you, robot friend. Have a little faith in me, please. Anyways, we make 9 tricks. Ace, king, and the ace of diamonds left. 4 more left. So I did that wrong. I claimed wrong. All right, let's do another. Actually, that's all I have here. Take a look at this one. I think we kind of covered everything we were going to talk about. But 1 no trump again. Get left there. Oh, yeah, here's something. So we talked a lot about the positional value of an honor. Okay? And here we have, let's count our tricks. Ace, king of spades, 2. Ace of hearts for 3. Ace, king of diamonds for 5. And the question is, where are we going to get another trick? Where are we going to get back 2 more tricks? Okay? And our problem is we're not going to get an extra trick in diamonds. That's all we get is the ace, king. Right? In hearts, well, we get the ace of hearts, and we could get a link trick, I guess, if they're split 3-3, but we're going to have to get the ace of hearts and then lose a couple heart tricks so that we can win the 4th heart, and that's only if it's 3-3. Spades is a little bit better, right? We could play the ace of spades, the king of spades, and another spade, and if they split 3-3, if both east and west followed to that 3rd spade trick, well, then we would get a long spade trick. But there's one more chance here. There's one more chance. Look, we got the king and queen of clubs. And those we're going to get one trick for sure, right? Because playing the king will, if the king loses the ace, the queen is top. So we know we're going to get 1 club trick. So let's just add that to our total. We had 5 before, right? And we're going to get 1 trick from the king. We can say the others were sure tricks, and this one is guaranteed or something because it's the sequence. But there's a possibility we can get both club tricks. And anyone who knows the answer to this question right now is warming my heart, because this is a lesson that I struggle with beginners, and even beginners who are ambitious and are advancing, want to get better. They still fail to see this. I can get 2 club tricks, but not if I lead the king of clubs. If I lead the king of clubs, it loses to the ace. Promotes the queen for my 1 trick, but that's it. What if I lead at the king queen? Right? Now, everything depends on the position of the ace. If East has the ace, well, we're only getting 1 trick. Right? That'll promote the other honor and the dummy. But there was nothing we could do about it. Right? But let's say they don't have the ace. They still could have the ace. Let's come over here in another suit where we have 2 stoppers. And do it again. There. Ace was in the right place. Right? And what happened? We got 2 tricks with the king, queen, third up there. They're just going to give it to me. Just assume this is setting up a club trick in somebody else's hand, right? But I got 2 club tricks to go with my 5 top tricks. Right? I had 5 top tricks. I had a guarantee that I get 1 of those honors. But by playing at the 2 of them twice, right, by playing at the king, queen, third twice, I was able to make both the king and queen, because that hand got to play after the hand that held the ace, which was West. So West decides to go up on the second one, takes his ace, and now I duck up there, right? I'm not going to play my king underneath it. So I got the king and I got the queen. Woohoo! Okay. And now I can claim I get king of spades, the ace of hearts, and the ace of diamonds for 3 more tricks. Making. All right. So, anyways, that's just a few hands to review some things we talked about in class. I know I went quick in this video, but that's because you can simply play it as many times as you need to. Go over, even just back up hand, pause and go back a little bit if there's things you're missing. I hope that by going fast, I wasn't too confusing. We'll talk more next week about about how to play the honors as we move into a couple of different ideas. So until next week.